Hey guys, welcome to Pellets and Bits. Hey, today is all about a true reverse seared ribeye. We're going to smoke a whole ribeye. We're going to cut up in steaks, finish it off on a charcoal grill. If you guys want to see this birthday celebration, here we go. Alrighty, to get started, it's going to be a 2-day process. Today is all about the prime rib. We do have a fantastic recipe on our website already, pelletsandpits.com, that shows how we like to prepare a prime rib. We typically like to do a horseradish and herb crust, cook it to your likeness, smoke it and all that stuff. We're going to leave that to the side. Today's a whole new method. Today is all about why I like pellet smoking. Specifically, why I really like the new Weber when it came out. Now, I like certain things about each pellet smoker. There's certain things I don't like about each pellet smoker. So when you ask me what's my favorite one, it really just comes down to your gut check of like what's more important to you. I do feel like the Weber with the accessories that they offer, the rotisserie attachment, I absolutely love it. That's one of the things I would look for. I'm more of a open flame guy when it comes to the pellet smoker, but if you had to pick and choose, like which one's more important, open flame or cool accessories, that's something you have to decide. With that being said, that's why we're using the Weber today. So this is the idea, a true reverse sear. It's my wife's birthday. We're just going to flat out and say it. Happy 76th birthday to my wife. 40s never look better.
Yeah, right.
With that being said, we're going to do a special occasion. So we got the family coming over, so I'm going to glove up, try to make everything professional, try to knock it out of the park from my end, okay? We are going to, first and foremost, I bought the prime rib because it's on sale. I had them save the fat cap for me. This is the tail end of the ribeye, so this would be like this part right here. It'd be the back part, that white piece that sticks out. We're going to chop this up, crush all this garlic. I'm going to throw this in the oven and render all this beef fat, okay? We're not going to do the horseradish crust because we are going to, I got my rosemary bundle somewhere. As it smokes, we're going to baste it with the butter. I'm going to throw butter in the beef fat as well. Butter, beef, and garlic. That's going to be our basting sauce. Cut it in half, season it. We're going to separate it. And then I'm just worried about the weight. I should go back up. I'm worried about the weight being too big. This is 16 pounds for this skewer. So I'm just going to cut it in half and create 2 8-pound roasts. We are going to do the smoke mode on the Weber at 180 degrees. We're going to shoot for maybe roughly 4 hours. My temperature zone should be hopefully about 100 to 110. We're going to immediately pull it. We're going to wrap it up in plastic wrap. We're going to refrigerate overnight. Tomorrow, we're going to come out. We're going to slice it into steaks. And then we're going to finish it on our Weber Summit Charcoal Center. Okay? That's the idea. That's a true reverse sear right there. So with that being said, we got a lot of work to do. Seasoning today is our Texas I don't know really what it's called. It's Texas seasoning. It's more about like salt, pepper, garlic, and seasoned salt. Okay? That recipe is also available. Let's get started. See that pure white fat right there? That's what we're going to be rendering. That's what you want right there. I'm going to save the other half, because I'm going to use that for scraps for me. That's perfect. And then we're just going to dice it up. When you're smashing your garlic, go ahead and give it a good whack. Don't just smash it enough to peel it. Go ahead and smash enough to crush it. Expose a lot more area. Be able to render a little bit more flavor. See it flashing? That's in smoke mode. All right, that side's not bad. This side has a little lip on it, so I'm just going to come over here and just kind of edge it up a little bit. This is going to go in my beef and fat pile. We can trim this up for burgers. We show you guys that all the time, or that could be a little breakfast steak for you. Something like that. And that, right in half. So, I don't know, does that look right in half? It's really not going to matter. Yep, so you got the spinalis there, you got the ribeye there. Nice little fat running all the way around it.
Boy, that looks like good steak.
Yep, all right, presentation side last. So flip it upside down, and we're just going to generously season all sides. Remember, it's a big cut of meat. that to the side. We're gonna work on this one right here. Same exact thing. I just want to show you this really quick, especially if you're new to any type of situation. I always like to teach. So you just put it in, right? And what I'm doing is I'm just eyeballing. I've already done this. I'm just eyeballing where this unit can go. You know, if you had a chicken and you wanted to be in the middle, kind of go and just eyeball it, lock that in right there. And then when you put the chicken on there, you know where your baseline is. Since we're gonna be separating our roast, I'm gonna come as far over as possible. It's a big roast. Lock that in tight, and then that way our first roast will go down in there. Then I'll put it back on, see the spacing, and see how much roast I have, and then we'll be able to lock this one in as well.
Boy, that seems like it went on like butter.
There. Right before I put it on, I'm just going to butcher twine it or butcher tie it. I'm using butcher twine, but I'm going to butcher tie it. All right, really simple, not a big thing. Loopty, loopty, give it a good stretch. And then 1, 2, just like that. And all that does is just kind of protect it just in case. You know, you don't want the fat cap falling off or nothing like that. I don't know if I clarified it enough. The reason why I decided to break the roast in half is because this right here. So I guessed wrong. I feel like the most support is on the edges where your metal hits. You know, like you notice how stuff like wood and even metal, when it's heavy in the middle, it kind of caves. I don't want that. So if you think about it, this is your strongest pinpoint right here. So what we're gonna do is just move this. And what that does is it gives your rotisserie better option of being stronger. Now, I don't know if it'll hold the whole thing or not, but at least we gave it an option. No clue how long it'll take. I'm just looking at an internal temperature of about 100 to 110 degrees. All right, you're just checking the temps. You see how our garlic's got nice and caramelized, nice and gooey. That's perfect. The fat's not done rendering out, but I am going to add half a stick of butter. And then this is going to go on our smoker. You didn't think I was not going to have smoked beef tallow, did you? Right in that spot. Oh yeah. All right, let this go in there, let everything melt, gel together, and we're going to start basting it probably about 20 minutes. All right, first peek, the 1 hour mark. Not bad, exactly what I expected. That butter's melted in there. That garlic. Yep, using a rosemary bundle. I'm not a huge rosemary fan, so a little goes a long ways. But something like this I could do. I'm personal preference. Alrighty, 3.5 hours later. I've been basting about every 30 minutes. We are going to pull these off. They're probably about 98 degrees, which is a little on the cool side, but that's going to benefit us. I'm not worried about that. And once I pull these, I'm going to explain why.
Looks like a dumbbell.
Dumbbell of meat. I'll take that. That's a compliment. All right, so this is very important for the people that are new to cooking and or do not understand a danger zone. This is one of the things that was kind of in the back of my mind that I want to mention earlier because I just didn't want to throw caution to the wind or whatever that saying is. The point is you have a danger zone. Typically it's 40 or 41 degrees up to 135, 140, 141. I've seen it for different states and different counties have different things. The point is, if your product is inside the danger zone for an extended period of time, typically that's 4 hours, that's when they think the bacteria grows. We've had ours on the smoker for roughly 3.5 hours and we're pushing 100 degrees. That means we're in the danger zone. So what do we need to do? We need to make sure that we cool this down rapidly. So I'm gonna wrap these in plastic wrap. I've got a cooler set to the side. We're gonna blast, refrigerate them / ice them down for like an hour. That's really gonna cool it down fast. Get it under that 41 degrees, and then I'm just gonna throw them in the refrigerator until tomorrow. If you don't have that option, I would encourage you to maybe bump the temp up to maybe 200. I don't think you're gonna overcook it, right? You wanna keep it between 115 or below, and just keep a good eye on it. But if you need to pull it early like I did, then pull it, because your temperature is way more important. That's how you get people sick. Enough rant. So, simple. I'm gonna do one because the other one's gonna be done the same exact way. I'm hoping two things. One, we're gonna treat this like cheese. They say that if you refrigerate cheese after you smoke it, the smoke has a chance to dig deeper into the cheese, so you get more of a smoked flavor. Also, when you're thinking about grilling out, I'd rather grill out a cold piece of meat because it's gonna be able to create that it's gonna be able to be on the grill longer. If you do it right now and cut it, one, you're gonna lose the juice, and two, you're not gonna be able to grill it as long. I don't want to harp it on too much, but don't stack them in your refrigerator, don't stack them in the freezer, and don't stack them in your cooler. If you don't have a cooler with ice, obviously you can put them in the freezer. Don't freeze these overnight, maybe an hour or so, check on them. But you just want to drop that temperature very fast. But do not stack them because that creates heat, and the heat's hard to get out of. So just put them like a sheet tray or something like that. You should be good to go. Alrighty, it is the next day. They've been refrigerated overnight. We got about 2 hours until service. Let me go and put my gloves on. Just for the heads up, because I know some people are going to be doing this. I was surprised that both my ribeyes leaked, which means if you put them on ice and it's hot and it starts melting ice, that means water can get inside. So you can see the juice here. You can see the juice here. I was surprised it actually leaked. I probably wrapped this like 6 times. Obviously not good enough, but just the smell alone.
Does it smell smoky? Oh yeah.
All right, so we're going for roughly 12 steaks. If you think about a ribeye, if you don't know, obviously roughly 16 pounds, you get typically about 16 ribeyes, a pound a piece. So we're going 12, maybe a pound and a half, something like that. So the idea is basically just cut it in half. That's a good piece of meat.
Yeah.
And it looks like we can also follow our line, because that's gonna be one. Now that's a chunk of meat right there.
I know, that's a big daddy steak. We could probably actually maybe get
Well,
8.
the good thing is if you slice it a little bit thicker, then you can have one share or something like that. I would probably slice thick versus thin. And the reason is you want to get that good sear on the outside. So the thicker your steak, the better chance you have of keeping it on the grill a little bit longer and creating that fantastic char. Yeah, that's good looking. I was worried about that spear going through there and create like a big hole in there, like tearing the middle of it up, but you honestly can't even see it.
That'll be a snack for us later.
Amen. Yeah, that looks good. Since this is the outside of it, yes, I would think this would be more closer to rare / raw. I mean, this is like blue rare. It probably never hit 100 degrees. So let's trim the outside. It'll probably give us a different viewpoint. See, that's probably cooked more because that was on the outside of the smoker. All right, so these are 6 fatties. Since that's 6,
Maybe
I
we
am
do
going to
8.
work on this one and try to get 8 out of this one instead of 6.
I think that's a good idea because those are giant.
Oh, come on. So you're not going to have one of those?
Well, I am.
Oh.
I mean,
but the other people get a
but
skinnier
some
one?
people might not eat as much as we do.
All right, while our Weber is heating up, on to the next phase. So we got them sliced, we got them ready to go. So this is what we're gonna do. We will keep these separate because these are the bigger ones. So I'll put these over here. Now we're just gonna season each one. Got a little shake that. This is the tallow left over from yesterday. Remember, it's got the garlic, the butter, the beef fat, and a little bit of that rosemary in there as well. A little shake that, salt, pepper, garlic, and butter. And these are the thinner ones. Not by much, but they are a little bit thinner. Just goes to show you, like right there. See that? So we're gonna get these seasoned up as well. Just like in griddle cooking, just like in a lot of cooking, you need to find a place to get your food off the heat. So we're gonna have this ripping hot for about this side of the grill. It's called a two-zone system. And then on this side, it's gonna be no coals underneath it. So that way, in case we have flare-ups, in case you notice the steak's getting done too fast, you always have a cool spot to land your steaks. Just to show you a sneak peek, it's not part of the video, but we got some smoked corn. It's got butter, it's been husked and then cleaned. It's got butter in there, and then we just put it back on the smoker. Been running about 325 while we got our steaks going. Alrighty, first up is my 94-year-old grandfather, my 86-year-old grandmother, my mother-in-law and father-in-law. We're going to do some steaks at like kind of like a little bit as we go. I don't want to overload the grill, a lot of grease fires. Plus, I want them to have a fantastic experience. So we got some smaller steaks. We're just going to throw those down.
So right now you're getting the crosshatch pattern.
Yeah, I don't know if I can talk and cook at the same time. I'm sure a lot of people out there will really enjoy that. But the good thing about a Weber, look, I'll show you. So even on the kettles, I know I get a lot of grief that this is not a kettle. Honestly, we're going to do a video to show you how close to a kettle this actually is. So, especially the round version, you notice how I'm able to use this as well to get steaks off the heat. Remember, we got that two-zone system going, right? So this is the hot part of the grill. So now I'm able to sear that side of that steak. I mean, look at that right there. I mean, that's just a thing of beauty.
Looks like you used to be a chef at a steakhouse, honey.
Since this is thinner, it gives you a good chance to get this off the heat, right? Right at the very end, we got that beef tallow with that garlic, butter, a little bit of rosemary. Well, you got, come here. Show YouTube your damn creation over here.
Look here what I made, folks.
Yeah, corn.
Corn on the cob.
Yeah. I'm over here.
Butter and everything. We just ready to peel it up, season up, and eat it.
And you want to know where I get my language from. All All right.
Looks
I
good,
had
Pow
one of
Pow.
them colas and Crown Royals. I couldn't stand it.
So it's pretty fast paced. We went through about 8 steaks so far. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we got 7 left. Really, once the grill gets going, you gotta be very careful. I would not, walk away from it. I just keep rotating the grill. I'm tipping my steaks as they cook, right? These are already done. You stack them on top of each other. It keeps them kind of warm. Let those flames die down. Bring those steaks back over. I've already shut my air off to the grill. So once I close that lid, I'll be able to save all that charcoal as it burns.
What'd you say earlier? You thought the kitchen in the steakhouse was hot until you stand in front of this Weber?
Yeah. Just dabbing it with butter and of course that tallow, little garlic, light hint of rosemary, and those should be good to go. Close the lid down, it's gonna kill that oxygen. Now we're gonna get set up for dinner. After all the dust settles, you should come out with something like this. Fantastic color, flame kissed. Personally, I think it's the best way to eat a ribeye. Just look at that right there.
Boy, if that isn't perfect, honey.
Obviously, if you like it doner, then cook it more. We don't. Cheers to your birthday
Yep.
as I take the first bite. Oh, hell yeah.
You know what I need since it's my birthday.
Don't tell them. Try that without, yeah.
Okay. Oh man, hey.
Yeah. So this is what we got. We're gonna end the video pretty soon right here. Look, we got the baked bread, the toast, baked potatoes, sour cream, however you wanna make it, the grilled corn. My aunt made some salad. We got a bunch of people over. We're gonna celebrate a nice birthday today. As always, thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Peace. Cheers to 40, honey.
Thanks, baby. Now, I need my goat cheese.
Jiminy Christmas.
It's fantastic without it, though.
Look at that spinalis right there.
Give me that bite. Ooh, yeah, give me that bite.